Hi, everybody. This is Kelly Brewer with Rochester Woman Online, and I am here with Beth Lynch, who is a spiritual teacher, and she's an author, and she is actually from my hometown of Geneva, New York. I've known Beth for a long time, and we are really excited to have her here today on our She Hustles Talks. And she is going to be discussing an event that is going to be virtual. We are hosting tomorrow, and it is to benefit Visibleman. And some of you guys might have seen the Visibleman article that was in last month's edition, I believe, of Rochester Woman. And basically, Visibleman, it connects men who give help and help, they give the help with those who need it. So they're trying to help people, men in particular, from preventing suicide, or if they have mental, health issues. So they are really there to help men. And I thought it was just a great organization. And with all of the mental health issues that are going on right now with everybody, I felt that there was a need to be able to make our audience aware of these issues, and that there are places for them to go to for help. A lot of people know about the places for women, but not so much the men. And men are at a much higher rate of, suicides and different issues than women are even. And Beth has generously decided to come on board with us and do a live, what do we want to call what you're going to be doing tomorrow?
Well, a live discussion about spirituality and mental health, and how spirituality I feel is the missing link. And then doing a little meditation to experience, brief meditation for people, and then some messages or questions and answers, whatever they feel.
And you've been doing a lot of meditation work for as long as I've ever known you, but really focusing on it lately, correct?
Yes. I always say what meditation is mediation between what we think and how we feel or respond emotionally. I've come to learn that. I probably started meditating myself 20 years ago, and I was one who would say I can, or I don't know, I can't stop thinking.
That'd be me.
Well, y'all say that, and when you have a room full of 50 kids under 7 years old at a rec camp, and they all lay still, and then when they do sit up, they went home. Don't tell me you can't, okay? Because I got them. I got you, and I got them. So yeah. So I am passionate about it. I see how it has helped my life emotionally, just the way I respond, the way I live life, and I do practice what I preach. You know what I mean? And I often like to simplify it.
Well, I think it's much needed, especially right now with how things are developing with this pandemic and our new normal, because we aren't going to be able to go back to what we were before. That's just, it's not going to happen. And what does that new normal look like? And for some of us, this has given us a chance to kind of rebuild, rebrand, but at the same time, like I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning because my brain just can't shut itself down with all the different ideas. And then I'll be like, oh, take a breath. And it's funny because then I see posts that you do and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I need to try this. And it really just got me thinking. The more that we have been working together over the past couple of years, it's really started to make me really think now about the fact that, okay, I really do need to slow down. And that you've said a couple things to me when we've met up, like at the one event, that really just kind of struck me. Because I'll be the first one to say I didn't believe in any of this stuff before. Did not believe in it at all. And then you said something to me many years ago. And I was like, okay, there's no possible way that you could have known. And it just made me like really realize, okay, maybe there is something to all of this. Maybe there are people that just are more in tune with all of that than others, and that it happens for a reason. So I was just so excited. And I was talking to some of my friends about this that don't necessarily believe, but I tried to tell them she's very different than what you're thinking. that she
So
was.
I've been told. I'm different now.
Well, you are. There's just like,
I know what you mean. I appreciate that. Thank you.
But there's this very calming, peaceful vibe to you, and there always has been. And I laugh because I know you and I know your husband, and I'm like,
Mine, Jeff. He's gonna watch this video, you know.
But funny. You know, it's very soothing to me, and I love being able to even just the quick little notes from you. There's something about it that just makes you feel very differently. So I'm really excited that hopefully people will tune in tomorrow. Tell them how they can, and we will put a link in and everything where you can, if you're interested in joining us tomorrow in the discussion. And this is to help benefit Visibleman. And, you know, we're just trying to build awareness, and Beth has just been so gracious to be able to do that along with Rochester Woman and Visibleman. And tell everybody, how can they sign up or get the link to the Zoom for tomorrow?
The link is on my page a lot, on Inner Light Teaching on Facebook. It also, I believe you have it. And then if you go to Eventbrite and just put in my name, and the event should come up. And it's spirituality, the missing link between mental and emotional wellness. And I just really would like to discuss how to understand what the spirit really means, the spiritual understanding, and how it is a missing link, you know, on every level. And and then have you experience a little, you know, meditation, a brief meditation, and then take questions or messages that I receive. And again, some of the proceeds are definitely going to Visibleman, and I spoke with them, and I know that he is so genuine in his purpose to bring an awareness to mental health for men who, yes, like you said, women are a lot more put out in front on that, but it's equal, and it's children too, you know.
Right.
But it can really benefit all ages, and maybe take away, you know, some of the stigmas that people affiliate with spirituality and mental health. And it is very connected. It's actually the missing link. And I feel that tomorrow's discussion will help people understand that.
So 6:30 tomorrow, everybody can join us. It'll be, you know, as long as it takes, and we'll answer, you know, you'll be there to answer questions. But 6:30 p.m., you guys can get the link from multiple places, and I will be posting it all over my sites as well. But tell us a little bit more about what are you planning on doing in the next few months, and what have you got?
Well, pretty much doing, you know, all my sessions are held now, and I do intuitive counseling, spiritual counseling, meditations, healing work online, remotely. I've always have, but now it's, you know, mandatory. So I'm going to be continuing to do that, and just help people, and, you know, just help people understand and get them connected intuitively to get that inner peace, that inner, you know, and even that inner intelligence to help them and be more creative and help find their way through this. And that's what I hope to be continuing to be doing, and practicing it as well myself.
Perfect. Well, and if I will give everybody access to you so that they can contact you personally if they're interested in doing one-on-one sessions with you.
Thank you.
And, you know, be sure to check out the magazine, because Beth will be, you know, she's going to be featured in the magazine coming up. And we're actually planning on hopefully in the fall of bringing Beth up to Rochester and having her do some stuff with us here and with Rochester Woman. So everybody can stay tuned for that. But we will hopefully see everybody tomorrow night. And then virtually, we'll cheers and, you know, have our coffees and teas and drinks all virtual. Yeah, it's a whole new world out there. You can be in your pajama bottoms and
guilty.
Well, thank you, Beth, for coming on with She Hustles Talks with Rochester Woman Online, and we look forward to talking to you more.
Thank you very much for having me. Bye-bye.
Thanks.